Hello dear student. In this lecture we will learn about next point of XML, that is whether XML it is an programming language or it is a meta language, how it's supposed to markup, and what exactly the declaration part of XML contains. Now, whether it is a markup, yes, it is a markup language, extensible markup language. We have seen example in last video also. This is an example. The first part containing the declaration and the next part containing the elements of this XML document. What is an XML? We have seen the definition as an XML is an extensible markup language, and it can be used to store a data to pass the value between different systems, between different platforms, to organize the data. That is a basic use of an XML rather than HTML. HTML it is used only to present the data. Now XML markup language, you know that markup means it defines a set of rules, regulations for encoding the document and how exactly these documents will be presented, both for machine and both for the human readable format. So this example shows that set of symbols, message, this is a tag, and this in case of XML we will call it as an element. Text it is another element, and this hello world this is an information, that is a text. So message, this one opening tag, and slash message, this is an closing tag. So opening element and the closing element. So whether so it is in a markup language, and in this way we can define the elements, text information within the XML. Now, this is a big question, that whether XML is a programming language or whether it is a markup language. It is a markup language. It is not a programming language. You learn so many programming languages: C, CPP, Java. So you know that how exactly the programming languages works, and which are the different syntax and the rules, grammatical rules for this particular every programming languages. Whether it is in a procedure oriented or whether it is an object oriented, that doesn't matter. But so there will be having syntaxes as in for the every conditions, loopings, then variables, tokens, keywords are there. So the programming, with the help of that we will design a problem statement and we will find a solution with the help of this program. So it is a grammatical rules and regulations has been defined. But in case of XML, you will find that it is not such kind of any programming language. It is not used to perform the computations or to solve any problem. With the help of any algorithm, we are not going to solve it. Just we are storing a data, we are sending a data to web browser, from database to web browser, with the form of the script, that is HTML we are writing. So this is just a markup language that is used to organize the data and to store the data. So it is not a programming one. So here we can store this XML within a simple text file, and just we can retrieve that information from the text file. XML, it is a meta language. One definition we have came across in the HTML. From HTML, XML has inherited this property of meta language. Means language will describe the another language, or it is used to describe a sub language, another language. Example is that English. So in English, the noun, verbs, adverbs, adjective, what are these? These are the words are used to uh, frame your sentence, and that it is used to structure the sentence. So it is a part of language, but it is used to describe the language. So how it works, and which are the nouns in that particular language statement, which are the verbs, which are the adverb, where it should be used. So these rules has been defined for these words in English. So same way that XML is a meta language, it containing some information, that is a language, but it will describe that how this information will be carried out, what exactly that information means. For example, suppose you are storing a product, then product ID, it is one element. So this product ID element, it is your meta language, and information is product ID number, actual number, that is your information, that is your language. Second thing, suppose your product name. So product name, this is an element, and it is a your meta language describing actual product name. So product name, whatever you are giving, that will be your actual text or the actual language. So this is about the meta language. Example, see here. In this example, you will see the first line. It contains the XML documentation, declaration, sorry. So XML declaration question mark XML version number 1.0, and then this one contact info element of XML. Sub elements are the children elements are name, company, and the phone. So name, this element, it is a meta language. Company meta language, phone meta language, and in that the information whatever this is your language. So meta language means simple, a language describing a other language, that is a meta language. So XML, it is a meta language. You can see here name Tanmay Patil. So this is a text element. Now tell me the element, which are the different elements. Contact info, this is an XML element. Name element, then company element, and phone, it is an element. So here you can see two kind of information markup. Contact info, that is your XML element we are calling, and the text or the character data. So this is a Microsoft and phone number. What is an XML element? Now tags that markup that we are saying, within the markup we are writing something. So this markup, it is nothing but the element. Now this element starts tags and elements end tag. So price element starts and this one end tag the price. So an element can contain the text, attribute, other element, or the mix of the above. We will see example. So this is an XML document. Now this XML document, you will see text means this Harry Potter, this information, that is your text. Next one, attributes. Attributes, you can see here book category is equal to children. So this is an attribute. Children is an attribute. It describes the category of book as an children. And this one, title, author, year, price, these are the elements. So see here, title, author, year, price, these are the having the text content because it contain the text, and the elements are the bookstore and the book. These are the element contents. Now the book has an attribute as in a children. Now see here, bookstore containing the elements as in a book element, and this book contain this title, author, year, and the price. These are the text elements. So it is containing the text information. And attribute, here you can see attribute as in a category. This is an attribute. So attribute should be specified in a double quote. Now there may be the chances that XML element contain nothing. So here you can write down as an empty element, and this one no any text within that, and again the closing element. So this opening tag and the closing tag, and in between that there is no any information. So we will call it as an empty XML element. Even you can write down in this way also, element and the forward slash, and so it is an empty one. Now